What's the magic word to get some service around here?
Oh, hold your horses. I'll be with you in a minute.
Cool it, Granny. I haven't got time for this.
Oh, come on, knock it off. Oh! Oh!
Hello,
I don't believe it! I don't believe it!
One of your famous hugs.
Oh! Well, I see I can't let you go anywhere. What did you do?
Well, I was working on my place in the Olympics and kind of missed a hurdle.
Oh, yeah, I really believe that. Now, what are you doing? You coming, going? What are you
Well, first I'm having breakfast with Frisco, and then I think I'm going into business with Anna.
What kind of business?
Private investigators.
Oh, honey, that's dangerous.
That's what makes it interesting. Listen, you think you could send it? That's got a coffee over there. The boy's looking anxious.
You got it. The pancakes are on me.
Morning.
Not bad. What about you?
Better now.
What do you want to talk about?
WSB.
On an empty stomach?
I've eaten.
Here you go. You want some more, Frisco?
No, Ruby, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I'll be back with your pancakes in just a moment.
It's not.
You're the only one who can tell me what I need to know, Robert.
About the WSB.
How to join.
You can't be serious.
I want to know how to join, and I want to know what to expect when I get in.
That's a tall order.
Ha ha, speaking of which, there you go, my darling. Put
Thanks.
flesh on the bones.
I'm not talking about hot cakes, Robert. I'm talking about the rest of my life.
You're talking about your life, your whole life, and nothing but your life. That's what the WSB demands, and it doesn't give back a whole lot in return.
Well, you handled it pretty well.
Appearances can be rather deceiving.
I'm not naive, Robert. I know what the deal is. I know it's not all glory and glamour. It's a lot of dirty work, and it doesn't scare me.
You don't know the half of it.
So tell me.
You're not going to let this rest, are you?
Not a chance.
Thank you for ruining my appetite.
Talk to me, please.
There's just so much I can say. When you cross that line, you enter into a different existence. There's no turning back.
I know that. But it's what I want, Robert. The way I'm going, I'll die of boredom. I mean, the police department isn't what I thought it would be. Huh? Petty thefts, parking tickets, speeding tickets, red tape. It's not for me.
There's no escaping that in the WSB.
Maybe so. But I know the kind of work I'll be doing is worth it. I do this for grunts.
Grunts move the world, Frisco. That's precisely what you are until your training is through. You work your tail off.
And I can handle that.
Reveille at 3 a.m. in the morning. 7 days a week. Torture called exercise before sunup. Slop for breakfast. Mud, sweat, and insults for lunch. All-day hardship on your body. High-tech boggling on your brain. Sleepless nights so crammed with bookwork you think your eyes are going to pop. I've seen men tougher than you crumble.
I won't. Because I know what's waiting for me when I get through with all that stuff.
It's not stuff. It's study. It's weapons. It's languages. It's customs. It's machinery. It's the most sophisticated forms of electronics. It's preparations for situations you couldn't even begin to understand, and I can't even begin to talk about.
Would you listen to yourself? All of this turns me on the same way it turns you on.
There's no way to quite describe it, but the training is tough.
Well, so am I.
It's just the beginning.
Don't you think I can handle it?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, I don't know. What about your marriage? What about Felicia? What do you want to do about that?
You seem to handle yours all right.
Not very well, I think, sometimes.
Scorpio, it's Anna for you. She's as excited as you are about your new venture.
You see? We're all into something new.
We're not finished yet. Hello?
It's here. I can't believe it.
What?
My license. My license. It arrived this morning. I am now officially Anna Devane, private eye.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now, listen, we need an office. I called the realtor and she's going to be over here shortly, and I want you to be here.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you two come over here?
There? Well, it's not very private.
That's the whole point. The sort of business that we're dealing in should be done out in the open. We want people to think they know what's going on.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I'll call her. Her name's Joanna. Be nice to her, will you?
I'm always nice to everyone.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you shortly. Bye. Mwah.
Look, I don't have a lot of time, Robert. I gotta get to the department.
All right. You think about your marriage and you think about Felicia.
In accordance, Chapter 804, Statute 1933, an act to license and to regulate a business of private detectives. Hello? I didn't hear... Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You know, I am very worried about this private eye business. I hoped you'd get out of it this time.
Told you I have to work for a living. You know that.
Yes, but I prayed that you would get into something else. But I guess nobody's listening to me up there.
Well, I'm listening. What exactly did you pray for now, specifically?
Oh, anything. You are young, you are beautiful, and you are clever. You could go into a fashion agency or a fancy dress shop.
There's nothing more dangerous than getting into fashion. How can you keep up with it? It changes all the time. No, listen, I am doing exactly what I want to do. I promise you. I am very happy and I am very excited about it. Now, I've got to call the realtor. We're looking for an office. Please, try to understand. I'll be safe. I'm with Roberto.
You were standing there. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm looking for my locker, 35. Oh, here it is. I'm new. My name is Carol Tyler from Mercy. I'd like to talk, but the first shift's already started. I know, I got lost. Would you mind showing me the way to the elevators? All right, yeah, it is late. Let me lock this up. Thanks, Camellia. How'd you know my name? It's on your badge.
Is this a private joke or can anyone join?
Oh, I don't know, Rube. What do you think?
I don't know why is it whenever I want to hug somebody, I always have a coffee pot in my hand.
Allow me.
There we go. Oh, the day just gets better and better.
Oh, it's like old times.
Happy times.
And no others are allowed.
Absolutely, I'm with you. Now, sit down, and what would you like?
Well, I'm going to have some of this coffee, and I'm going to have a small, tiny, weeny taste of one of those cinnamon rolls, just to celebrate our new business.
Which I want to hear all about, but first, I better tend to my own. See you.
All right.
Oh, leave
Here,
it.
let me get
Would you
that
like this,
coffee
mate?
pot. Yes, sweetheart.
Wait a minute, come here. That's from Robin, and here's to us.
I'll drink to that.
Oh,
partner.
yes, okay. No, she's right. It is like old times.
Yeah, but nothing could ever really quite match those.
All right, poor Charles isn't exactly Italy.
And the waterfront is hardly the beach.
Enough of that. On with our new venture.
I suggest we take an oath.
Blood brothers, that sort of thing.
We take a vow over coffee and sticky buns never to argue again.
Oh, okay, kind of like we'll agree to disagree, but not be disagreeable, sort of thing.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
All right, so over coffee and sticky buns, I do so swear. Or over sticky coffee and buns.
And buns,
I
you do so swear. Indeed.
I do so swear
Right.
not to argue. I'm not. I
And-
do so swear.
The perfect partnership, and I have the perfect address for it.
Robert Scorpion, please meet Joanna Rockwell.
A pleasure. Please, sit down.
Who knows every nook, cranny, castle, and co-op in Port Charles. When you see what I have for you, you're going to be just as thrilled to meet me. Only joking, of course. But do I have an office for you?
I told Joanna that we need to move in quite quickly.
You also told me, wait a minute, I want my notes. Clean, bright, impressive.
Let's not leave out inexpensive.
And what else? 3 or 4 private offices and a nice reception room, file room,
Hey, wait
coffee
a-
alcove.
Wait a minute. All we need are 2 desks, a filing cabinet, and a telephone.
Well, we need a little more than that to set up
All right,
shop.
2 desks and an extension.
Well, we'll find a compromise, I'm sure. I have some floor plans and pictures here.
Okay.
You're fortunate. It's a buyer's market right now.
Oh, maybe we should consider buying rather than renting.
I have some lovely commercial condos.
We agreed to rent.
He's right. We did.
Then you'll both like this, I'm sure. It meets all your requirements.
Uh-huh. I know this building. I had the landlord thrown in jail.
Oh, it's changed ownership. It's completely renovated.
Uh-huh. How much?
A steal, only 1,000.
Only.
How long have you been out of town, Mr. Scorpio? Prices go up every day.
Yeah, but our income doesn't. As a matter of fact, we don't even have an income yet. I mean, this is far too high. No, it's ridiculous. We don't even have one bloody client. You want to spend thousands of dollars a month on a couple of hole in a roof? What are we going to do with the extra space? Take in boarders?
People are stirring.
It's okay, everybody. Back to your sticky buns. Look, besides, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be in the office much.
Would anybody over there like to have a refill?
Yes, please.
Please, strong and
Okay.
black.
Let me get this for
Well,
you.
maybe Ruby could rent us a room.
Oh, I wish I had one. You know, Joe Kelly used to have an office here. What are you going to call yourselves?
Scorpio Devane.
Scorpio agents.
Well, let's use a little imagination. How about something like, I Spy?
Now, wait a minute. Ruby might have something here. Maybe we should sort of go into this and be like that couple on television, you know? And you can be wishy-washy and indecisive, just like the woman.
She's not wishy-washy. You could be a real jerk, just like the man.
Well, anyway, you know, in thinking about that, I believe that shows like that give our business a bad name.
We don't have a name. And nobody takes us seriously anyway.
Whatever you call yourselves, you need a place to set up shop. I suggest you consider 4200 Main.
That's a high-rent district, too, isn't it?
Oh, you are being so difficult.
You don't have much choice, if you want to be in the mainstream, that is. Unless you'd like to see 231 Grove, 2 holes in the wall on the 2nd floor, over a body shop and under a karate school. A little noisy, perhaps. But if you're not spending much time there, or there's a place not far from here, 354 Harbor.
I know that building.
Oh, yes, that is every other junkie in Port Charles.
I have to say this, you won't do better than 1,000 any place else in town.
Joanna, I think that Robert and I need to have a little chat.
Yes, do decide. I have other appointments today.
Thank you. You said you wouldn't be difficult.
It's called cautious.
No, it's not. It's being called being stingy. The WSB is paying for half this
But we
anyway.
want to make it look as if we're funding this with our own money.
We want to make it look like we're taking it seriously, which I happen to be, and obviously you're not. Oh, you said you wouldn't argue.
And you did, too.
You sound like that couple on television now.
Why can't you be reasonable and do it my way?
Because it's not reasonable.
I hate to pressure you, but I just realized the time. Let me leave these listings with you. If you find anything you'd like to see, call me.
Joanna, we have to come and see these places. We haven't got any time to waste.
Nor I. Please do yourselves a favor. Check out the place on Main.
Coming, partner? This year, maybe.
Anna, you are going to love it.
Doesn't need to be difficult.
Well, if you'd like to.
Goodbye.
Bye, Ruth.
Really happy hunting.
Oh,
Oh, I hope that sigh means you've relaxed a little.
I need to talk to you today if you have some time.
Oh, well, let's see. I'll be free in an hour.
Okay, can you meet me at the nurse's locker room?
That's not very private. Why there?
I have to show you something, please.
Okay, I'll be there. The nurse's locker room in an hour.
Okay.
Well, all these new contracts keep rolling in. The success of the MOX-36 antidote is going to make us all rich. I just hope it makes Bobby walk, that's all.
No progress, huh?
Well, Greta says it's a little too early to tell.
Well, you know, Bobby's a fighter and she's got hope. That's a lot to go on.
Yeah, but this whole thing seems very ironic to me, Duke. Our bank accounts keep rising, our stock keeps rising. It's like an empty victory, though. Well, anyway, you do realize that the addition of all this new business is going to put a heavier load on Donnelly Shipping.
I've already put the call out for qualified technicians.
Way ahead of me, huh?
Makes sense, don't you think? HDI can't afford to have just anybody handle this, what they're putting out. We need some qualified people. It's very volatile, you know.
Yeah, I know that. You think you'd be able to find the right men?
Yeah, should be no problem. They'll be lining up. I think before we hire anyone, though, we've got to do thorough checks in the background. It's not just technically, but also for security reasons.
Now I know why I hired you. Hard work certainly doesn't scare you off, does it?
No. Hard work's something I can use just now. Don't worry about anything. I can handle it.
I know you can. Look, I didn't mention this before, but I feel pretty bad about not being around when you and Anna needed me.
That's all right. Nothing anyone could do. That includes you. Thank you.
Maybe if I talk to her again, huh?
No. Talking's over. Anna and I are finished. Thank you, Sean.
No chance at all?
At one time I thought there was, you know. I believed that Anna and I could probably get our lives back together again. I thought it was fairly simple, but that was before it.
Before what?
Before Robert came back.
I'm glad you decided to see this. It'll be gobbled up quickly. It suits you perfectly.
Yeah, it's perfectly expensive, too.
Oh, don't start with that, please.
I mean, really, do we need all of this room?
Yes, we will do once we start in with the business together.
Oh, careful now. I don't say this to all my clients, but it's clear to me you'll be very successful. Business pouring in. You'll need every square foot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only a reception area and 2 offices. One's larger than the other. You'll have to decide who takes what. Of course, you don't have to keep this furniture.
True. The location's perfect.
I agree with you there.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
And the building?
No objections?
No?
Mm-hmm.
And the rent? We can handle the rent.
I think it's a month's security. That's the way it works, isn't it?
Oh, I could
2
help you.
months security.
2 months. Maybe on second thought.
No, just sign the check. Go on, I promise. Sign the check.
Look at it this way. If some irate client comes in and shoots up the place, the damage is covered.
Well, that's reassuring.
Yes. You know what? I think I'm going to have this office, Robert. I mean, I know it's bigger, but it's just the other one's got such a huge window, and I'm, you know, sensitive to the sun and all that.
Well, I thought I might be better off in here.
You don't have sensitive skin. You're an Australian.
I'll buy you some sunblock. Besides, look, it's closer to the entrance, and when that irate client comes in here and starts shooting the place up, well, I'll be first in line of fire.
True. If you'll sign this lease, we'll need the name of your company.
Scorpio Devane.
Scorpio.
Associates.
Whatever. Friend?
Let's not leave out part, and it has a rather nice ring to it.
It does have a very nice ring to it. May I please ladies first and all that, you know? Here we go. Oh. I left you just about enough room for your scrawl.
All right, it's right over here.
Well, it all sounds kind of ghoulish to me. Your funeral wreath on your door.
That's why I brought it, because I didn't think you would believe me. It's not here.
What are you doing, Camellia?
It's gone. Somebody took it.
Why should you let me take a look for you?
Somebody took it. Somebody is trying to drive me crazy, Tom. Somebody is trying to kill me.
Take it easy, Camellia.
I put it in here, the wreath. I put it in here.
Okay, wait, come on, please, sit down.
This is the shopping bag I put it in. I brought it here. Ruby saw me carrying it out. You can ask her.
Oh, she saw the wreath.
Well, I put it in there and I locked the door and somebody took it. Oh, you don't believe me, do you? You think I'm crazy.
No, look, Camellia, I want to help you. Sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. And you said so yourself. You still feel guilty about breaking up Duke and Anna. Your guilt can make you...
Damn it, Tom! Somebody is playing tricks on my head. Somebody is trying to make me crazy, and somebody is trying to kill me.
No, Camellia, please, wait!
Sure you can find the room for the additional inventory.
Yeah, I've already figured out a way.
We're going to have to increase security, too.
Well, I think that's your department, don't you?
Yeah, I know it's my department. I guess that's
Any idea what it costs to rent an office in this?
Look, Robert, give us a couple minutes.
Right.
No, it's fine. I've got some work to finish. I heard from Anna you starting an agency together. Good luck.
Duke, listen, you've got a few minutes. I'd like to have a word to you.
You guys can use this office. I have to find my secretary and have her update all these schedules.
Look, I want you to know I was absolutely stunned when I heard about you two. I find it hard to believe.
I was very upset when I heard about Holly. I'm sorry.
Appreciate the sentiments. But you two, believe me, I am so sorry.
I was fooling myself from the beginning. What can I say?
She loved you. I know that. So did Robin. I've been meaning to thank you for taking care of them.
Actually, it was the other way around. They both took very good care of me.
I haven't forgotten that you saved my life. I didn't come back here to take Anna out of yours.
Oh, come on, I know that. I lost Anna long before you came back. But actually, there's always been something very special between the two of you.
Oh, we have our daughter.
Yeah, but there's more than that. She loved you very much.
Well, if I was a betting man, I'd still put my money on you.
Duke, you got a call on line 2.
Thank you.
I gotta go. Best of luck, mate.
Thanks.
See you later, buddy.
Hello?
It's Camellia. I have to see you.
No, well, you can't wait.
Please, Duke, could you just come to the hospital? I'll never ask you to do anything else, but I really need you.
All right. I'm on my way.
No problem?
No, I was Camellia. Could we resume our meeting tomorrow?
Yeah, fine, no problem.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Duke. Look, this is none of my business, but you and Robert,
Fine. Everything's fine, thank you.
for sure?
Quite sure. See you.
Yeah. Nothing is ever that easy.
You know, I really can't buy this bit about your skin being sensitive to the sun.
It's only because you want the larger office.
I'm only thinking about your safety.
Oh, yes, and your prestige.
The size of the job has nothing to do with the size of the office.
Then have a small office, dear.
It could be your broker buddy. My check might have bounced.
That does it. From now on, I'm handling all the books, all of them, all the money, everything, every check that goes in, every check that goes out.
Hi.
Hi.
I need some girl talk.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of Robert and then we can have some.
Oh, maybe I should come back.
No, stay, please.
Oh, I don't want to disturb you.
Look, I'm going to be disturbed if you don't come in. But maybe I should disappear and you can talk amongst yourselves.
Well, it's probably good that you're here because I could use your advice.
Oh.
About what? I couldn't imagine.
Frisco. You see, he wants me to get all dressed up tonight for some fancy dinner, but I don't know if I can handle it.
Why not?
He wants to tell me that he wants to join the WSB.
Oh, he wants to do that, I see.
Well, he hasn't actually said in so many words, but I get the feeling that's what this big night is leading up to.
I thought he was settled. I mean, I thought he was happy with being a detective and he wanted to start a family, doesn't he?
I don't know.
But I do know, Frisco, he's got something on his mind. And the way he's acting, it's really scaring me.
Give me an example.
Well, for days, he sees me. He looks at me, but he doesn't really see me. We can be in the same room, and yet he's a million miles away. He pretends to be interested in what I have to say, but he's really not. He's just into himself. There's no room for me. I think he's fallen out of love with me.
Oh, nonsense. He could never do that.
No, I don't believe that for a minute.
Do you think that maybe all of the strain and the stress from the past few weeks has changed something? Changed whatever it is that made him love me?
You haven't changed at all. Not one bit.
Yes, but he has. Oh. He's fallen out of love with me.
No, Felicia, that couldn't happen. It couldn't happen.
But it does happen to people. It happened to you and Duke. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't
Look. Here's my advice, whether you want it or not. Now, the guy still loves you. Believe me, you're still as cute and as beautiful as ever. There, done.
I'm just afraid that I'm losing him.
Come on. You couldn't possibly be losing him to another woman.
Oh, no, I can fight another woman. I just can't fight the WSB.
Look, don't try. Let me talk to him. Maybe I can discourage him.
Would you? Maybe he'd listen to you. I just don't know what else to do.
I'll tell you exactly what you do. You sit him down, and you be straight with him, and you be strong, and you tell him exactly what he's doing to you, and that you don't like it, and you want him to talk to you properly.
Nagging the guy's not going to help.
No, I'm not nagging.
All right, well, complaining then.
It's not complaining.
It's complaining. Now, this is what you do.
Right.
So you be loving. You be a woman. You be yourself.
Typical
you be
male.
tender. It's the bears and the honey. Or is it the bees?
The flies. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
She's absolutely right. You see?
Yes, I do. I have to go now.
Now, you know exactly what to do, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you just remember what we said. I'll do it.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. It's nice she came to us for advice, isn't it? It's rather like our first customer, almost. Well, I don't mean like, you know,
Actually, I'm not even supposed to be working here tonight. I'm just filling in for a nurse who went to a wedding shower. I swear, everybody around here is getting married. Everybody except for me, that is. I'm sorry.
How much longer will Camellia be?
Oh, she said she'd be right down.
Yes, she said that a while ago.
Well, it takes a couple minutes to get down, you know.
Yeah.
I guess things are kind of tough on you these days. I mean, I just mean, you know, considering everything that you've been through.
Yeah, more or less.
I think more. You know, I've really been wanting to tell you this. You're a real hero around here, you know that? I mean, think about it. I wouldn't even be standing here talking to you if it weren't for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you saved lives and everything. And everybody around here is really grateful for that. And Bobby, I'm sure, is going to get well soon.
I was just about to strangle that one, wasn't I, with you?
Not here.
I've never seen you like this. What is it? What's the matter with you?
Duke, I don't know who else to turn to. Somebody's after me. I got a note. It said every flower dies a camellia sooner than most.
Is this some kind of a joke? What are you talking about?
Do you call a black funeral wreath on my door at Callie's a joke?
Show it to me.
What?
Show me the wreath. Show me the note. Where are they? Show them to me.
I can't. When I got the note, I tore it up. And I brought the wreath here. I put it in my locker, and somebody stole it.
What are you trying to pull this time, Camellia?
Duke, I am telling you the truth. I'm really afraid. I promised Angus you would protect me.
Oh, I intend to keep that promise. And we certainly will, but I'm not going to listen to any more of this nonsense from you.
Duke, please. You have to believe me.
You show me the wreath, and you show me the note. Then I'll believe you. You've tried to fool me once too often.
Duke, they were real. I held them in my hands. Now, I may have ripped up that note, but I brought that wreath here and I put it in my locker to prove I was telling the truth. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to me next. And I don't know what I'm going to do if you don't believe me, Duke, because I don't know where to go. And I...
Save the hysterics. Do me that one favor, will you? It doesn't work anymore. Certainly not here, so just save it. You've caused enough trouble in my life, you and your lies. You're not going to do it anymore, do you understand? Just you leave me alone. Don't bother me.
Duke, please.
I said leave me
Duke,
alone.
please, you have to believe me. Please, Duke.
Camellia, is there anything I can do? Camellia. Hey, are you all right?
It is the perfect cover.
And from the office, Robert can monitor and direct all WSB agents, and no one will be any the wiser.
I wonder. Come on, don't worry. I'm going to find out, as we all are, who's been dusting our agents.
Oh, Robert's promised to protect me.
Yeah, that's cute, Anna, but this isn't really a laughing matter. He's a target, too.
Oh, what you're saying's right, of course.
Listen, old buddy, I hate to ask this question, but, do you think Holly's accent could have been an attempt by the DBX to eliminate you?
You think they were really after Robert?
It's a strong possibility. What do you think?
Frankly, this is something I'd never really wanted to consider. But if it turns out to be true, I think you know what I'm going to do to those people when I lay my hands on them.